Hello everyone, my name is Miran Faris. I'm an immigration attorney here in San Diego, California. Our office practices immigration in the state of California and across the country because immigration is federal law, so we can help you wherever you are. Today, I would like to speak about the topic of an immigration interview, primarily about a green card application interview. There's a misconception currently that people think the Trump team brought interviews back for a green card application, whereas there were no green card interviews before. The fact is that green card interviews have always been there for a long time. Only for a brief period during the Biden administration, they waived some of the interviews if the paperwork was properly filed. So the fact that you're having an interview is nothing unusual. It's pretty standard. Let's talk about the actual interview. What happens at the interview? Because a lot of people have these questions, and I've been to about 6-7 interviews in the last few weeks. So I wanted to share my experience about recent interviews during this administration and how things are currently. First of all, there's not really any difference from now during the interviews at this time and before. Pretty much the same process. So let's say your interview time is at 2 p.m. and you're in San Francisco or in San Diego office. You arrive 15 minutes early, you sit there. Depending upon how busy the office is, the officer may show up at the time or maybe a few minutes later. They'll take you to the office. If you have an attorney with you, I'll come with you to the office. I'll sit in a corner. You both get up. You swear to tell the truth. Then you sit there, and the interview usually has 3 components. The first component is the officer wants to review the form I-130 with the U.S. citizen petitioner. So usually the officer goes through some of the questions and asks the U.S. citizen petitioner how you met, where you met, what's going on, how's your life, have you met each other's family, things like that. At that point, if everything is good, the officer moves to I-485 form and starts asking the applicant questions, a lot of questions on the form. So some of the questions, they usually go through all the eligibility questions. Have you killed anyone? Have you been a terrorist? Are you part of the Communist Party? They go through all those questions. Yes, no answers. And then they go through the actual marriage and how things are. That's usually the third step. Like, what are you guys doing? What do you do for fun? Have you met each other's family? Do you have any plans to have kids? Things like that. The goal is to be in and out for 30 minutes. Do interviews take longer? Yeah, some of them take 2 hours. Some of them are stoke interviews. They put people separately and ask them questions when the officer is suspicious. The better you prepare for an interview, the easier it is on the officer to approve you on the spot. What does that really mean? It starts off with filing the petition correctly. If you file the actual green card application up front, properly, with everything they need to see, answer questions correctly, truthfully, the officer's job is easier at the interview. They don't have to go through stuff, ask you questions, figure out if you're lying, figure out if it was a mistake. The better you prepare, the easier it is for the interview. All my interviews have been approved in less than 30 minutes because we gave the officers what they need to see. They really didn't have any questions. They just went through the procedural stuff, checked everything, and they said you're approved. So the idea with an interview is to prepare ahead, file things properly, obviously be truthful, but give the officers what they need to see, answer the questions, and walk out. And most clients have now received their green cards within 2 weeks after the interview. This is what I wanted to review today. If you have any questions about your upcoming green card application interview at any USCIS office, if you want to be prepared, if you want us to prepare you for the interview, if you want us to go with you to your interview, we can do that. Just contact my office. Phone number is somewhere on the screen, and we'll be glad to discuss this with you. It's very important to prepare properly in order to be successful quickly. Have a great day, and looking forward to speaking with you soon.